From broke and sleeping on a couch, to running Tesla, SpaceX, and the world's biggest fortune. Elon Musk's story is wild, insane, and unlike any entrepreneur before him. Let's break down how he built his empire. Elon Reeve Musk was born on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa. From the beginning, his world was shaped by contrast: on one side, a comfortable middle-class life, on the other, a turbulent family environment. His mother, May Musk, was a Canadian-born dietitian and model. His father, Errol Musk, was a South African engineer with a brilliant mind but a difficult personality. Elon later described his relationship with his father as strained, even painful. As a boy, Elon was introverted, often lost in books and daydreams. He devoured science fiction, fantasy, and encyclopedias, sometimes reading for hours at a stretch. While most children played outside, Elon was already imagining life on Mars. At just 12 years old, he programmed and sold his first video game, a space shooter called Blaster, for about $500. It was a small step, but proof that he wasn't just curious about technology, he could create it. School, however, was not easy. Elon was small and quiet, making him a target for bullies. He was once beaten so badly he was hospitalized. These experiences hardened him, teaching resilience long before the world would know his name. By his teenage years, Elon realized that South Africa's future was limited under apartheid, and compulsory military service loomed. At 17, he seized an escape route. He applied for a Canadian passport through his mother's side of the family. Moving to Canada gave him a way out, and a path toward his true dream, America. In 1989, Musk left South Africa with a single suitcase, landing in Canada with little money and big ambition. He enrolled at Queen's University in Ontario, working odd jobs to support himself, from shoveling boilers to selling computer parts. 2 years later, he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania in the U.S., where he studied both physics and economics. It was here that Elon's fascination with energy, space, and the future began to crystallize into something bigger, not just dreams, but a mission. These early struggles, curiosity, isolation, coding at 12, escaping apartheid, working his way through college, were the foundation. The boy who once got lost in books was beginning to chart a course that would take him far beyond Earth. By the mid-1990s, Silicon Valley was buzzing with the Internet revolution, and Elon Musk wanted in. After earning his degrees at the University of Pennsylvania, he briefly enrolled in a PhD program at Stanford University. But just 2 days in, he dropped out, realizing the Internet boom was happening now, not years later in a lab. Along with his brother Kimball Musk, Elon co-founded his very first company, Zip2, in 1996. It was a simple idea ahead of its time, an online city guide providing maps, business directories, and advertising for newspapers. At first, Elon and Kimball could barely afford office space. They even slept in their small office and showered at the YMCA. But after years of relentless effort, Zip2 gained traction. In 1999, Compaq bought the company for $307 million. Elon walked away with $22 million at just 27 years old. But he didn't stop there. Musk believed the financial industry was outdated and needed to move online. So he launched X.com in 1999, one of the first online banking services. The company was risky, and investors doubted whether people would trust money transfers on the internet. But Elon pushed forward. Within a year, X.com merged with another startup called Confinity. Together, they became what the world would know as PayPal. PayPal revolutionized online payments, making it easier and safer to buy and sell goods on the internet. It grew rapidly, and in 2002, eBay purchased PayPal for $1.5 billion in stock. Elon's personal share earned him around $180 million. At just 31 years old, Elon Musk had the kind of fortune most entrepreneurs would retire on. But instead of playing it safe, Musk made a decision that would define his future. he poured his money into three wildly ambitious and risky ventures: SpaceX, Tesla Motors, and SolarCity. These weren't just companies. They were Musk's answer to humanity's biggest challenges: sustainable energy, transportation, and even survival beyond Earth. It was the beginning of a bold new chapter, where Elon Musk would gamble everything: his wealth, his reputation, and at times even his health, to turn science fiction into reality. Elon Musk had money, vision, and ambition, but what came next nearly broke him. In 2002, he founded SpaceX with a single goal: make space travel affordable and eventually send humans to Mars. But rockets are not software, they fail, and they fail spectacularly. SpaceX's first three launches between 2006 and 2008 all ended in explosions. By the third failure, the company was nearly bankrupt. Musk admitted later, "We only had money left for one more launch." Meanwhile, his other big bet, Tesla Motors, was struggling too. Founded in 2003 to build electric cars, Tesla faced production delays, lawsuits, and constant criticism. Many dismissed the idea outright: electric cars will never work. By 2008, during the global financial crisis, Tesla was days away from collapse. Musk had already invested much of his PayPal fortune, but instead of backing down, he doubled down. He poured in his last remaining millions to keep Tesla alive, even borrowing money from friends to pay his rent. He later admitted he was living off personal loans, while running two companies that were both on the brink of failure. The pressure was immense. His marriage with Justine Musk fell apart, and the media labeled him reckless, arrogant, even insane. Musk himself described this period as the worst year of my life. But then, a turning point. In September 2008, SpaceX's Falcon 1 finally succeeded, reaching orbit on its fourth attempt. Just weeks later, NASA awarded SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract to deliver cargo to the International Space Station. SpaceX was saved. At the same time, Tesla secured last-minute funding from investors, and a critical loan from the U.S. government, allowing it to survive the financial crisis. What had seemed like certain failure turned into the foundation of Elon Musk's empire. But the road was brutal, and it revealed a truth that defined Musk's career: his willingness to risk everything, again and again, for the chance to reshape the future. From near bankruptcy to global dominance, Elon Musk's empire now stretches across industries once thought untouchable. Tesla, once mocked, is now the world's most valuable car company, leading the shift to electric vehicles. Millions of Teslas are on the road today, and the company's innovations in batteries and energy storage are transforming not just transportation, but entire power grids. SpaceX has achieved what even governments failed to do: reusable rockets that land themselves, reducing the cost of spaceflight. The company became the first privately owned firm to send astronauts to the International Space Station, and its Starship program is being designed to carry humans to the Moon, and eventually, Mars. Beyond that, Musk launched SolarCity, later merged into Tesla Energy, to push solar power, the Boring Company to reimagine transportation with underground tunnels, and Neuralink to explore merging the human brain with AI. His satellite network, Starlink, is connecting remote corners of the world with high-speed internet. At times, his actions and words spark controversy, from bold promises that miss deadlines, to unpredictable behavior on social media. But whether admired or criticized, Musk has forced the world to imagine bigger. By the 2020s, he has been crowned the richest man on Earth, though he insists wealth is not the goal. For Musk, the mission has always been larger: to secure the future of humanity, on Earth and beyond. Love him or hate him, Elon Musk's legacy is undeniable. He is the entrepreneur who redefined cars, rockets, energy, and ambition itself, and he is still just getting started.